you're ready. And that's one of the most essential things, is to have a light source in your life and in your emergency kit. And certainly a lantern and a flashlight is something that we use for the fun of it all too. So that being said, we're gonna transition into our second hour this afternoon, or actually it is almost evening now. We have a way for you to always keep your portable or your electronic devices charged. Right now, as this hurricane looms on the south, this part of the country, a lot of people are stressing because you know what? A lot of people are gonna lose their power. We have a backup plan, and it's right here with the InstaCharge. We've got brand new fun colors, and we have a very powerful portable charger. It's like a battery for your battery kind of thing.
It's true.
This is Leah Little.
And a lot of backups for that too.
Exactly.
Thank you. With the car adapter, with the wall adapter, so you can keep refilling it even if you're not at home. So what's great about this is that now, whatever device you have, whether it's an iPhone, whether it's an Android phone, whether it's a not so smartphone, whether it's a smartphone, whether it's entertainment purposes and you're not involved in the hurricane and everything that's happening now across the country and you just want to be able to, plug in your Fitbit, guess what? You've now got the portable power. This is the only unit that we've ever offered, and you're going to love this, that comes with the charger that's going to give you a full charge on whatever device you have as far as the smartphone goes, because it's 3,200 milliamp, but then you're also going to have the complete kit. So what I mean by that complete kit is that when you open it up, you are also going to have a wall adapter, a cable, these are plugged in here. You're gonna have a tire gauge.
This is incredible.
And you're also going to have your car adapter. So what happens is if you're in an emergency situation, or if you just need to, make a phone call to the other soccer moms or the other moms in your group, well, what happens is that now you can charge this completely dead to completely full. It charges that phone. And then you can check your tires, which by the way is really important to make sure that air pressure is proper.
It's so true.
Because a low tire or an overfilled tire or uneven distribution of that air pressure can really be trouble, especially in emergency situations. And then back to the charger, you can plug it into the wall or you can plug it into the car to refill it. And it's like getting free gas in your gas tank.
That's what it is. Two things I want to share. This is the first time we've offered all of the components, and it comes with the case. So everything is contained. And it's good for Android as well as Apple. You get all the proper tips. And, so you're set to go no matter what phone or how many, different devices that require power that you'll be able to use this wonderful charger for. We're gonna go through colors because we want you to know what your choices are. I know this aired earlier today. It was huge. I mean, I think half the quantities were sold, and this is our only other offering this afternoon or for the rest of the day.
And let's be really clear, because I want to break it down for you, because what you get is, again, everybody gets the tire gauge, everybody gets the wall adapter, everybody gets the cable, everybody gets the car adapter. And that's inside these packages. And then your colors are here along the way, but everybody gets all of that.
Yes, exactly. So here's your black and red. We have black and blue multi. Here's your blue and orange. Here, there's the blue. You get the blue charger and the case. The purple and pink, the purple on purple. And here's your black and purple, or the turquoise with the black and white. Those are your choices. Turquoise, the purple, black, and white are, which one's most limited, Adam? Purple black is the most limited right here. I know 1,100, almost 1,200 spoken for already. So we are really limited on this. I'm thinking at $19.95. Oh. Wow.
Wow. What would you spend just on the charger? What would you spend? And here's the cool thing. This plugs in to any of your devices. It's instantly charging. Now, watch this. This little guy, same cable that is attached, has a little hidden compartment right here, and it's an iPhone adapter. So that means you go from your Android, look at that, to charging your iPhone just like that. Now don't worry if the screen goes black, it doesn't matter. It's still charging. It just knows that it doesn't need to be draining the battery to light up the screen while you're charging it. So don't worry if it goes black. So what's great about this is that no matter what phone you have, it's going to work. And then once all of that battery power is poured into your device, you plug it back into the wall and it's refillable. So now you're gonna recharge it hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. So if you're in an emergency situation, plug it into your car if you have your car and you don't have the electricity in your house. If you don't have your car and you can plug it into the wall, plug it into the wall. It's got enough charge to give you a full charge on whatever device you have. And all you do is then when those little lights go out, there's little 4 LED lights right here. When this gets down to one little quadrant, That's the time. Just think of it like gas in your gas tank.
Yeah.
When that gets down to 1, you go
Charge it
right
up.
back, charge it right up by plugging it in.
Absolutely. So here's the thing, guys. This is half price.
Yeah.
It's half price today, and we put free shipping on this. And it comes with the case. It comes even with the tire gauge. Another really important thing to always have available. Do you have one? Probably not. And then, of course, it comes with this portable charger. Let's talk about what it can charge. It's not just your phones, and it is Apple and Android. So all phones, no matter how new or old they are.
It's true.
But so many other things.
It could give you hours on your tablet.
Yep.
It could give you a charge for your smartphone, for your iPhone, for your your watches, your smart watches. How about your camera, your digital camera, or your earphones, or your wireless earbuds? How about a BlackBerry that you have, or an older phone that charges through USB? Maybe it is a Bluetooth speaker. Here's a biggie. A lot of weather radios.
Great
charge through USB. And if you are like us and you are really preparing for that storm, look at this. Think about all the electronic devices that you have that you kind of see in this circle. Whether it's your Beats, your earbuds, whether it's your Fitbit or your Garmin tracker, whether it's your phone, whether it's games and toys. If you're throwing all the kids in the car and you're going to go on that road trip because you're trying to get out of Dodge to get away from the storm, this is going to be a must-have because it's rechargeable for you again and again and again. Now, if you have an older phone, here's the cool thing. You can take an old phone like this one, which is a 30 pin. You can tell by how old that cable is. It's like forever old. Take the cable that came with it and you plug it in right here on the side. And now you are charging even the oldest of old phones. So just take the cable that came with whatever older device that you have. Anything that charges through a USB, you can use it. So it's universally compatible. And listen, in an emergency situation, we all know that you've got to be able to communicate. That is the most important thing. So when you have a charger, you now have that ability to communicate. You now have the ability to be in touch with your family, with your friends. If you're somebody that's getting the phone calls and the texts and the Facebook messages from friends across the country, make sure that you've got that charger in your supply kit because that's going to give you and your family and the people that love you, not only for you, but for the people that are trying to reach out and make sure you're okay, that peace of mind. And that's what this kit is all about.
Without a doubt. And I'm so glad you're watching right now because this is not going to be airing later tonight. We don't even have 1,000 left. This is it. Half off. It's 50% off and you are getting more than I've ever offered. I mean, first of all, the 3200 milliamp. That's a very, very nice charger for all of your portable, you know, mostly cell phones. I think that's what most of us use them for, but so many other things. But then you've got the adapters to be able to use it for either an Android or an Apple device. And you're getting that tire gauge. I love too that it comes with this car charger.
Exactly.
Because sometimes, like you said, a lot of people lose power during storms. And so what can you do? You can go to your car, charge up your phone there.
Yeah.
That's included. We could easily have charged another $10, $15 for just the car adapter. And they do come in the case. I'm gonna go through the colors and give you an update as to which one is gonna be selling out first. And actually, they're all gonna go.
It's just a matter of really quick.
So if you have a preference, grab it now. If you don't, that's fine too. You can still get it. This is your turquoise with the black and white case. Here's your black and purple combination. Here's your purple and purple.
Yeah, purple and purple right there.
Blue, blue and orange. Oh, blue is gone, so I'm gonna take that away. Black and the blue multi, and then the black and red is another option. So they're all, the remaining choices are here for you to select.
And they all work the same. So no matter which color you choose, you're gonna all have the same. So let's talk about what you're gonna be able to do with that tire gauge. This is really important. And if you're a woman, hear me on this. Know what your tire pressure is supposed to be. You can ask Siri, you can ask Google, look it up, and then all you do is put this in, touch the button. It literally is gonna tell you exactly what that tire pressure is. Now it may fluctuate in your area depending on the humidity, depending on the weather situations that are there. But it's important before you leave town. It's important before you are out and about, or the weather is changing, the season is changing. Even if you're not in an emergency situation, just if it's changing, you want to make sure that you have that peace of mind to know that everything is going to work for you. So the beauty of it is here that you've got something that's going to work with your tires. You've got something that you plug in that you can handle. You can do it yourself. If you're that do-it-yourself kind of woman, this is going to be able to help you. And if you're not, but you need to be in an emergency situation, this is going to help you. And the best part about it is that it has that little hidden compartment, so it's going to charge any device that you have. But if you need to charge an Apple, look at this little teeny hidden piece here on the inside, and I love it because you can't lose it.
I know.
So it's always right on the inside.
House.
So you plug this in, and then that makes it adapter for your Apple device. So from here, you would just plug it in. Well, I've already done this one. Plug it right into your Apple, and you're good to go.
So how long would we, how much could we estimate the time that it would take to charge like an iPhone or a Samsung Galaxy?
It depends on how many apps you have open. Here's a good tip.
Point.
Here's a good tip. Here's what you want to do with your apps. If you have all these little open boxes, swipe them.
Close them down.
Like this. Close everything down so that now that's all you have left. If you do that, you're going to get a faster charge.
Great
because
point.
you're not trying to access the internet. If you turn off your Wi-Fi while you're charging, if you turn off your Bluetooth while you're charging, you're going to have the faster charge. And that's really key. So I can't give you an exact hour amount.
That's a great point though.
Yeah, I can tell you it's faster.
I'm glad you said it because I forgot about that. Sometimes I just charge it and I'm like, why isn't it charging faster?
Exactly.
I forgot about that.
Don't drain it at the same time you're charging it. You can still use it. You can totally still use it. The second you plug it in, you're going to have that battery power. And then here's the way that you know. When this little blue light gets down to only one, see how there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them right now? When that gets down to one left, either use that car adapter or use the wall adapter, plug it in. And there's no wrong way to do it. We even give you the cables to be able to plug it in. And then you plug it in and it will refill. And here's the thing, Callie, this refills in just a few hours.
That's true.
From completely dead to completely full. And there's enough power in here to be able to charge your phone. Like if you had, you know, you get to like the red and it's like 5% left and you're like panicked. You will be able to instantly start seeing that bar go up, that charge go up when you plug it in. And there's enough power in this teeny little tiny, the size of a credit card. Thin. And yet there's enough power to charge your smartphone from completely dead, look at that, to completely full, even though it's this teeny tiny little size. Well, there you go. Your iPhone, a full charge.
Nice.
Your mini, and you can use this on your iPad. You can use this on your mini. So you're going to have hours and hours and hours, even if you're using it on a tablet, not just on your phone. So whether it's your phone, whether it is your smartphone, whether it's your not so smartphone, whether it is your tablet or your Fitbit, if you're in one of those places across the country where you're just working on your tracker and not worried about all the storm, good for you.
Yeah, lucky you.
But I will
Enjoy.
tell you, but it works with everything.
It
and
does.
It's going to work year after year after year.
It's not a one-time charger. It's literally, I know it's half off, but it literally, you can use it over and over and over and over and over again. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
Check out the final choices and colors. They will all be selling out. With everybody on the phone, I've got about 400 left. So that's good because we still have 400, but it's not good because it's going to sell out. So jump aboard.
Yes,
Thanks again, Leah.
Safe, of course.
Yes, and you too stay safe.
Thank you.
All right. We have to let you know, 576-737 was the item number there on the InstaCharge. And up next, equally important, oh my goodness, this is from First Alert. And this is not one, but 2 smoke alarms. And they're tiny. They're so tiny, which is why they're called the Atom Micro. They come with a 10-year warranty. And this is the first time we've had them back in stock since July when they sold out. They also have the longest battery life ever offered on any of our fire alarms. This is truly a chance for you to be able to sleep better at night. And if you want to read some incredible reviews on hsn.com, you'll be very, very impressed because people who have purchased these in the past love them because they really do an incredible job. And by the way, please don't just go search First Alert and think that, oh, our price is more expensive than something else you're finding out there, because there's a really cheap version out there. I don't mean cheap, but like there's a version out there that does not give you a long battery life, that doesn't give you that 10-year warranty. And those are features to me that are the most important. So I wanted to encourage you, and don't forget, it's not 1, but 2 of these Atom Micro smoke alarms for $59.95, free shipping. So you get 2 detectors, they come with the batteries, you get the hardware kits, you're getting all the instructions, and everybody gets that 10-year warranty. Most of us are changing out our smoke alarms every single year. We're hearing the chirping and we don't know what to do because don't even know if it's working anymore.
That's
Lori,
true.
It's good to have you, Lori Leland.
So great to be here. Be safe, everybody. I know it's crazy out there. And this is one thing we can take steps right now to prevent in our homes, and that is home fire deaths. This is such an important issue. All of us have been touched by home fires, but when you have the right tools, you can get out of your home in case of an emergency, and that's what this is all about. So this is First Alert. This is the premier brand, the most trusted brand when it comes to fire safety and home safety. And you said it, Callie, this is tiny but mighty. So the Atom has the distinction of being the smallest smoke detector available out there. These are teeny tiny. It looks like a little Bluetooth speaker, and you're right. You're getting that 2-pack. Now I want you to realize, and Callie told you, are you setting it off?
I just hit it.
Most people are like, I'm gonna stay away from this, but you just had to go there, girl. It's super loud. 85 decibels, so we'll talk about that in just a moment, or now if you want,
just leave
whatever
it
you
right
want to
there.
do. But the really great thing is this is the 10-year battery. So I have no idea why this always happens, but why does the chirp, 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 chirp battery dying in your smoke detector
happen during the
always
night?
happen at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning? Why does it always happen? It will never happen with this. This is a 10-year battery, and Callie said it. If you Google First Alert Adam, you're gonna find $20 smoke detectors. Those are the ones where you have to replace the batteries every single year. So this is gonna put money back in your pocket. This is the 10-year version. Now, I found these at retail, and you know what the lowest price was that I found them for? $35 to $45 each. So we have the best price in the entire country. And here's what you're getting. You're getting the latest technology. This is photoelectric technology. But with that 10-year battery life, you never have to worry about not only the chirping that's so disruptive, but also climbing up on a ladder once a year or once, you know, every year and a half, whatever it is. You're never going to have to worry about being unprotected. We all know once that chirping starts, I just want it to stop. My husband has taken a broom handle to smoke detectors in the past. We've pulled them down before. And if you don't have that specialty battery, your family is unprotected while you're waiting to get to the store. And what is it? Is it a day or two, a week or two, a few months? And all of that time goes by, and now your family isn't being protected from fires. When you have First Alert, you put it up, you forget it for a decade. You don't even have to think about it. I would say test it once a year, but it's just such an easy system. You never have to worry about spending money on batteries.
I was just thinking,
again.
Tristan was home for the holiday, and he told me, he said, the first night he got home, he had a little candle in his room, and he fell asleep with the pillow too close to the candle. He showed me his pillowcase that...
Did he singe it? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was brown. It was like, oh my gosh. And I looked right up to it.
It's something that simple.
I'm like, okay, making sure the fire alarm is up there. And you know, it was fine and everything. But I think about, you know...
that moment, oh my gosh. Well, we have all been touched by home fires. The National Fire Protection Association says that 3 in 5 home fire deaths happen in homes that don't have working smoke detectors. And you are half as likely to die in a fire when your smoke detectors work. That's a huge statistic.
Major.
Make sure, if nothing else comes to this show for you, please just look around and take stock of the smoke detectors you have in your home. Because I'll tell you what, I moved into a brand new home 5 years ago, but that brand new home was 20 years old, and the smoke detectors had never been replaced. And smoke detectors, I started doing my research when we launched First Alert here many years ago, and I realized in talking to the experts at First Alert and in doing all of that due diligence on my part, that smoke detectors start to lose efficacy after around 10 years.
Do they really?
So you want to either replace them or you want to add to the ones that you have in your home. And if you have the older ones that are gray and yellow with age, if you have the eyesores that look like this is what your brand new smoke detector looks like. It almost looks like a high-end speaker, like a little Bluetooth speaker.
They actually do, they really do. And you are getting two, by the way. This is something, and we're gonna let you hear the
are you
levels
ready?
of, okay.
It's crazy. Are you sure?
I'm ready.
You wanna do it?
Okay. Is it this?
Yep, just press and hold.
Ready?
Yep. 85 decibels, super loud. There's a bright blinking LED light, so you have a visual cue as well. And then the other thing about this,
Sorry.
Oh
okay,
yeah, it's loud. So the reason that First Alert, I mean, they're cutting edge innovators when it comes to the technology they build into their smoke detectors. So this is photoelectric. We'll break all that down in a moment. But did you hear the sweeping tones? That woo, where it goes from low to high? That is by design. That's so more people will be able to hear it. So if you have family members that are tone deaf to certain tones, they are very likely going to be able to hear this one because of the various tones that it does relay.
I like that. That's
brilliant.
a great point. So guys, over 600 are gone already. We have less than 600 available. It's obviously something everybody has to have, no matter where you live, whether it's an apartment, whether it's an RV, whether it's a boat, whether it's a house, whether it's a condo, whether it's a dorm room. Seriously, this is something we all have to have, and I really do appreciate. Not only is it First Alert, but it's 2 of their most impressive micro smoke alarms. And because they're small, they certainly pack a punch, but most importantly, they come with a 10-year warranty.
10-year warranty and 10-year battery.
Yes.
So no changing batteries, no climbing ladders, simple and easy installation. So here's what I love about it. The customer reviews are raving about how much they love this. Tiny but mighty, it's small but it's power packed. So many people are saying, wow, it's not an eyesore like the old clunky version. And the great thing too with First first alert is you don't necessarily have to get up on a ladder. You can install this high on a wall or on a ceiling. Really, it's up to you. But look at this. So you have this simple and easy installation ring. This requires the 2 screws. That's it. We've had people in their 70s, in their 80s, calling into the show saying, I installed it myself. A lady was saying the other day on one of our reviews, she was saying, oh my gosh, I didn't even have to call a handyman. I feel so empowered right now, and now I know I'm safe and protected. And with that 10-year battery, I have a 3-year-old. Do you know he'll be a teenager by the time I have to think about my first alerts? Isn't that really great comfort and peace of mind?
It's a great feeling, without a doubt. 471274 is the item number. It's $19.98 to get this on a flex pay. You know, no matter where we live, no matter what disaster or emergency we may or may not be dealing with, a home fire is something that God only knows why it happens.
Absolutely.
You know, there's so many reasons. We hear about it all the time in the news. Yeah.
Like you said with Tristan last night, with a pillow just a little too close to a candle. I mean, it's crazy when you think about all the people that have touched our lives, that have been touched by fires. I know Adam and Chelsea Freeman, they had a home fire a few years ago.
That's right, they did.
Terrifying. They had workmen come in and somebody
our stage managers had...
I know, and lost his pets. He and his girlfriend barely got out with their lives. I mean, it's so terrifying.
It was awful.
When you have the right tools, you can avoid, hopefully, you know, those situations. It certainly cuts the risk, you know, in half.
I know.
Yeah, for perishing in a home fire.
You know you have to have one.
And
in fact,
do it.
I mean, depending on your size, you might want to, your home, you might want to get 2 sets. Because I don't know what FEMA says or what the regulations are in terms of how far apart they should be spaced, but we should have multiple fire alarms in our homes.
Well, the guidelines are every floor. So if you have a multi-floor home, you want at least one on every floor. They say every bedroom and every hallway leading into every bedroom. I also say near the kitchen. Very important. 40% of home fires start in the kitchen. So this is crucial and critical. Also near the garage too. Not a bad idea to have them near the garage, maybe even by the laundry room, because you know
that's true.
The sparks that could happen from the lint. Absolutely. So those are all concerns. Those are all places you might want to put these. And this is photoelectric technology.
What does that mean?
So that means that this is able to actually detect the particle size of the smoke. So it knows whether it's something dangerous or something not dangerous, meaning you'll have fewer false alarms than ever before. So when you hear that sound, when you hear that really, really loud 85 decibel sweeping tone, you see that flashing red light, you probably very likely do have a real problem. It's not because of a steamy shower or, you know, or a mishap. It's probably because you really do have a problem, and because it has fewer false alarms.
You'll know what to do.
You'll know what to do.
And that's to leave immediately.
Get up and get out. And that's what you have to do.
And have a plan. And that's what this whole event is about, is making sure you've got a plan. You know, I mean, that's everybody right now, as Irma's headed, you know, our way, every official is saying, have a plan. Know what you're going to do. And this is maybe preemptive for you, I mean, which is even better, because we don't ever want you to have to need it, but we all have to, we all need a fire alarm. And that's just a bottom line truth. So take advantage. I know you can see us counting backwards here. 800 gone. We have 400 or so left, and we're not limiting. You do get 2 for $59.95, and don't be, you know, deterred if you're going out to search a fire first alert and you see a $20 version out there. Yeah, still a good one, but not this good.
No, you have to replace batteries in the $20 one.
So think about that.
Yeah, so all the money.
How much money in batteries, and then the nuisance.
Over the next decade with 2 smoke detectors, it's going to be a lot of money. A lot of these, especially the ones with the latest cutting edge technology, they have specialty batteries that are required. The other non-10-year battery version of the Atom has a battery that can cost between $8 and $12 every time you replace it. So that's going to add up over the next 10 years for sure. When you think about this being completely maintenance free for the next decade, that's my kind of smoke detector. I don't want to climb on ladders more than I need to. I would recommend testing it, but as long as you can press that little button, you may not need to even get up on a ladder. So let's set it off one more time. Okay. Are you ready? Is everyone ready? I'm a good friend. I'm trying to warn everybody.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go. 85 decibels. Wow, right? That flashing red light, you hear those sweeping tones, meaning more individuals will be able to hear them than ever before. It has that photoelectric technology, the smart smoke entry design, meaning this could be mounted high on a wall or on a ceiling, and with that simple and easy mounting ring with the screws, it's easier than you've probably seen in the past. And here's what I would recommend. If, like I said, if we've served no other purpose here than for you to just check out and see what's going on in and around your own home, then I am perfectly satisfied with that, because a lot of us are under underprotected or not protected at all. Do you know when I moved into my brand new home that was an old home, I had 2 smoke detectors in my house and only 1 was working. It's just not enough. Americans are severely underprotected when it comes to smoke detectors in their homes. So this is a great chance to get it. And most fires, as evidenced by, I mean, look what happened with Tristan last night, very scary. Most home fires start between 2 and 6 a.m. and they can double in size every 30 seconds, meaning your entire home could be engulfed in flames in as little as 5 minutes.
You know what?
That is really scary.
I never want to have to deal with it.
Exactly. And when you have this, you can just kind of turn your brain off and just get on with your life. You don't have to worry about the chirping in the middle of the night, the disruptions, the extra batteries having to purchase and find, being unprotected. It just doesn't happen with this.
Thank you so much. Longest battery life, 10-year warranty, super, super important purchase. Thank you for your calls and orders. We're at about 900, almost 1,000 spoken for now, so these look like they're going to be selling out in the next couple of minutes, but they're not gone until you hear me say so. So 471274 is how you can continue ordering the first alert. Thank you again for being here.
Thank you so much. Great to see you.
Be safe.
You too.
And from last hour of this preparedness event, we offered this fantastic Bell & Howell lantern / spotlight. This is in fact a different item number that we'll need to put up there to get the lanterns, because that is a great light source. Do we have that graph, guys? Can we change that? Oh, okay, because I don't know if I have it in front of me. I want to get, oh, I do. Let me get you the info. It's item 553258. So that's 553258 to get your lantern spotlights. And it's a 2-pack. You can choose red, gold, silver, or black, and they even come individually boxed with matching colors. There it is, 553258, and a fall price plus on 3 flex, $9.98 to get them home. Our today's special, oh my gosh, I wish we had a way of getting more for tonight's shows. But what we have right now is the biggest and the best gourmet emergency food supply kit from Wise Company that we've offered. The item here is 558491. We're going to be talking about that in just a moment or two. We're going to take a quick time out, but we're going to talk about obviously the importance of knowing the plan and having a food source available. I love that what we're doing breaks it down to pennies per meal, and it can save you and your family the stress in the event of an emergency. And certainly it's something that I know I feel good that I own. We'll talk more about that, and we'd love to talk to you. Our testimonial lines will be open as we talk about our today's special right after this.
We are celebrating HSN innovations by sending you a $25 off coupon for the first time ever when you sign up for email. Search email on hsn.com and stay connected for monthly coupons exclusive to email subscribers and great deals perfect for holiday shopping. Whether it's the latest on today's specials or subscribing to your favorite show, email has you covered. Sign up for email now and don't miss a single HSN moment or innovation.
Girls, do you want to feel beautiful every day? Hello. I started selling jewelry over 40 years ago. The Jumboys collection. It's bold, over-the-top gorgeous, sparkalicious. Honey, there is always a piece for that young, hip, new woman who says, who's Jumboys? I want to try this and see what this is going to look like.
When you look fabulous, you feel fabulous. I'd worked for many, many years for one of the biggest beauty giants, and I really felt like the beauty industry had shut out women who were over 50. We decided to create a brand with passion behind it. Pride Beauty is absolutely cruelty-free. We have Leaping Bunny status. We give $1 to animals out of every purchase. We have the very best from nature, cutting-edge ingredients, the best science. We're about real women, real results, real fast.
How you doing, HSN? Hosting a TV show is the best thing ever. And what I did not realize is that my clothing would become a co-star. Women wait for those doors to open, and they look to see what I'm wearing. My line is for all women, whether you're a size 2 or a size 22. Clothing should not be really expensive, and it should not be that complicated.
All right, guys, so what we're looking at is obviously some awful footage from a very recent natural disaster. The country has been inundated, and I know that many of us are bracing for yet another storm. In fact, in the past 5 years, all 50 states have experienced floods or flash floods. It's the most common form of a natural disaster in this country, and what an awful thing it is. I grew up in Grand Forks, North Dakota, and I know we went through two awful experiences like that, and when you can't get somewhere, you can't get out of your house or back into your house, it's a terrible experience to have to go through. But what we do want to help you out with today at HSN from Wise Food Company is we want you to have a backup plan and a way to be able to take care of your nutritional needs in your family. So for today, and today only, and I wish we could access more quantities, Wise Food Company has given us access to every single kit that they have, which I am truly touched by, because when you think about, I mean, FEMA's asking for their help, and they are so generous and help everybody in every situation. But what we get to do today at HSN, and this is where they've given us every single thing that they have in these wonderful buckets, which house 152 servings. And I'm talking about servings that include entrees and desserts and beverages. And you know what? The food is amazing. Their chefs literally create these dehydrated gourmet meals. They are delicious food. And you know, I've got my kit from last year. It's ready to pack into the car to take off one of these days, probably tomorrow. But I love the fact that these are good for up to 25 years. So it's a state-of-the-art packaging system that they use. And we'll talk more about that as we get to the presentation. But just keep in mind, all you need to do is add a little bit of water. And it doesn't even have to be hot boiling water, although it tastes better if it is. We've sold so many of the Wise Food Company emergency food kits here at HSN. And it gives me I feel so good knowing that this is being made available to everybody right now. In fact, as you're placing your order, it will be shipped off within 48 hours to you. In fact, we bought all of these packages and these tubs from Wise. And in fact, if you try to find them elsewhere, which this is a big name in the industry and available in stores, they're sold out on the shelves. And if you do try to get it through their website, it's going to take up to 4 weeks to get. There's a high demand in this country right now for food. And we're going to share all the details as I make my way to Stephanie Roberts, who I hate talking about it.
I know.
And we're not here to be doom and gloom. We're here to say, you know what, this is a reality, and it's a current reality that millions of people are dealing with right now.
Exactly, and the reality is you have to have food, right? I mean, it's just one of those basic needs that you can't go without in life. So when you look at the uncertainty of things, be it the weather, be it economic situations, there's a lot of things in life you can't predict, but you can do your part to keep things a little calmer in your own home by having food that is available for you no matter what. So that is how our 152 serving bucket came about. I love the fact that this is in a grab and go bucket, because if there's one thing that we have learned from the past couple weeks of watching headlines is sometimes you gotta go, but the need to eat does not change. It needs to be met. So you can take this food source with you, and no matter where you are, as long as you have access to safe drinking water, hot water, cold water, tap water, it does not matter. You will end up with a great tasting meal simply by adding the water. And I absolutely love that. So with our 152 servings, it's the biggest offering we've ever made.
It is.
It's the best value we've ever made. If you do a little math, 152 divisible into the $89.99 comes out to 59 cents a serving. So I love the fact that the value is there as well. Because this is about us giving you an opportunity to make a great choice for your family. So when you bring this into your home, you will get, with the 152 servings, it's enough to feed a family of 4 for a week, 2 people for 2 weeks, or 1 person for a month. So that kind of helps you figure out what you might need in your home. And then within those 152 servings, there's 10 different lunch and dinner style entrees with a great variety. Some of them a little on the, gentler side for the palates, and some of them have a pretty good kick.
Yeah,
some teriyaki, some Southwest, and that's the point. There's something for everyone.
It really is.
Also 3 different breakfast options, a dessert option, and the ability to make orange drink and whey milk. So I like the variety. I like the assortment. assortment.
Me too.
It's supposed to really kind of take care of anything that should come up in your home.
And if you want, by the way, we've got extra protein kits, which include the chicken and the beef. We've got fruits, we've got vegetables, we've got eggs, we've got other offers as well if you want to really add to it and get all of it delivered because maybe your family is a little bit bigger. Absolutely, we've got other offerings. We'll get to that in just a few moments. And we're using these hot pots out here because we just, you know, want it to taste good, I guess.
It comes together quicker. Yeah, when you use warmer water, it'll take less than 10 minutes for this to turn into an absolutely amazing meal. If the water's room temperature or cold, it will take longer to reconstitute, but it still happens and it still tastes great. So let's start by talking about taste, because I know as soon as you start to talk about emergency food, you know what it's for, that time when you can't get anything else in terms of nutrition or sustenance, but usually you sort of have to put up with a bad consistency, a bad taste, and just a bad experience to get through it. Wise has changed that by making gourmet emergency food. I know it sounds crazy, but the way they do it is they start with chefs. Chefs wrote these recipes so that when you make Southwest rice and beans, it's really Southwest. It's got the right spicing. It's got big chunks of corn and real beans. These aren't knockoff flavors. This is the real deal. So the gourmet flavor is there. But then the scientists at Wise have really gone above and beyond. So the product is dehydrated and it's packaged within a modified atmospheric package. So what that means is the pouch itself is designed to keep away things that make food go bad. It protects against humidity. It protects against oxygen. And that allows the great tasting food to be there whenever you need it, just by adding water for up to 25 years. Which sounds crazy.
I know.
But it's all this.
I mean, truly, we hope you never ever have to use it. But you know what? Even if you don't have a natural disaster coming your way, campers, myself included,
love grab and go.
I totally take these with me because you just add water and you've got a great meal and it's light and it's easy to take. So that's the other thing. So it's definitely something, and I have to address one thing. The elephant in the room is this. Limited quantities right now. I'm gonna have you explain how Wise gave us at HSN the quantities that they had, because it's really special to me that we get to not only offer this today, very ironically timed, because this has been planned for a long, long time. Who knew that this was all gonna be going on right now? But it's also the lowest price that you're gonna find. If you can find Wise Food Company products, you're gonna have to wait to get it delivered. Ours, we're saying within 48 hours, they're gonna be
It'll ship out.
It'll ship.
So what happened is obviously, this is our preparedness event. We do this every September in combination with the Red Cross, but obviously with all the events that have been going on in terms of natural disasters and weather, it's very timely. So Wise is a major supplier of emergency food. They're working with FEMA. They're strapped in terms of resources to keep getting product out. But because we are partners with them and because today has been scheduled, all of our quantity, everything that we are offering to you is sitting there waiting for you in a warehouse. So that if you did not go through HSN and you went to the Wise website, it'll come up, this will ship in approximately 4 weeks, because that's how long it's taking for them to get product. But because ours is set aside for us, it's able to be shipped out. And because of the timeliness and all the events, I'm so glad and I'm so appreciative, because there's a lot of people that need it.
I know, and that's why I love this company. It's a company full of good people and they have good hearts, and I love that you guys can secure this and get it to you in literally days, not 4 weeks down the road. That's not gonna help us. We need it now. And by the way, don't wait on this, because at this point we've passed 13,000. We don't even have close to 4,000 left, and this is an early evening show tonight. They're gonna go so fast, and we cannot get more. We have everything that Wise could give us.
Exactly, and I think what we've learned from watching everything unfold in the past couple of weeks is at some point, something happens to everybody. It doesn't matter where you live, whether it's Mother Nature, economic, political stress, you name it, we got it. But the lesson learned is don't wait until it's happening to check off the list of needs for your family. This is about being prepared no matter what happens. So if you haven't been impacted by any of the events of the past few weeks, we're thrilled, and that's great. But someday down the road, you may be. So what I love about this product is the taste is there. the value is there. And thanks to the science of this pouch, the shelf stability is there. So you can make the choice to get this in your home and check off that list of worry any time, and it'll be there for 25 years. Callie, you said you bought this last year.
I did. I just posted on my Facebook.
Any concerns about ripping it open and having one tomorrow? Because we might need to. Our grocery store shelves are bare.
It's literally, I know, all this, it's crazy. I mean, I can't remember going through anything like this, and I'm not looking forward to it. And I hope everything, you know, just spins back out into the ocean. But the point is, mine is sitting at my front door because I'm loading up my car when I get home tonight to head north, probably. And this is the first thing I'm going to put in my car. And I mean, we need food, and all you need to do is add some water. And as a parent, how good does that feel? Knowing at least you've got food for your family.
Exactly. And, you know, I love the fact that I can just say, and it's not just food. I mean, this is good tasting food. You know, I could have stocked up on cans of tuna and things like that, but cans expire. And that's one thing you learn as you're making preparedness kits for anything, is that cans expire. Cans are heavy. Cans take up a lot of room. These are lightweight, easy to grab, easy to store. The taste is amazing, and they'll be there for 25 years. I mean, I know my family has said, oh, well, we have our food, right? Yes, you have your food. It's one of those things you can't live without. You think about all the other ways you prepare yourself in life. You know, we carry medical insurance just in case something were to happen. We have homeowners insurance. You have car insurance. All of those are for the what ifs in life. I look at this as food insurance. And it's so much better than every other kind of insurance. We don't have to pay for it every month forever and ever and ever. It's once, it is there for 25 years. And oh, by the way, even if nothing ever goes wrong, you can still eat it because it tastes good. You know, it's really the best kind of insurance you can purchase right now.
It's surprisingly good tasting. It really, really is. So, and there's something in this for everybody in your family. Seriously, with 152 servings. In fact, I posted on my Facebook page today, last year's was 140 count. And that's what I posted because I got this last year.
Exactly. So
and
the
I sent
value
one to my
is there.
son in California last year. So I know he's set in the event of something happening. And gosh only knows, things are constantly happening out in California. So I feel good as a mom, and today when he left, I know he felt good as my son, knowing that I'm going to be okay because I've got a plan.
And isn't that what's it about? You know, think about your friends and family. If you think, well, I don't need 152 servings of anything, share it, because in a situation, everybody still needs to eat. So I like the fact that you can have this in your home. You can make sure your parents are taken care of, your children are taken care of, a friend or neighbor that might not be able to get out or be out too late to be able to get food is taken care of. Let's take a second and look at the different entrees, because I really want to show you that this is the real deal in terms of food. This is not fake, powdered, dry, bland food. You're looking at our rice pilaf. It is spiced. When you add the water, it literally just perks up and comes to life. That is the teriyaki rice. The flavor profile and the aroma of the spices, in a blind taste test, you would never know that I didn't just stop and get carry out from an Asian restaurant. That's how great it tastes. I'm not sure Callie's gotten to try that one yet.
I haven't. May I?
Because I opened it up and she got a whiff of it. That's what it was.
Excellent.
That's going to be hot, so make sure you blow on it. Again, if you're just joining us, you do not have to use hot water to prepare this food. All it takes is water, any kind, cold, tap, as long as it's safe to drink, it'll reconstitute the food.
Good.
Isn't that wonderful? That's one of the ones that's got a little bit of a kick, and that's okay. It tastes like food, real food.
Sweet and sour action going on in there.
It does have it. So that's our teriyaki rice. This is the Southwest rice and beans. I like that because it's got the beans, the big pieces of corn. Again, the spices you would expect when something is labeled Southwest. The creamy vegetable rotini is like a warm hug when you're having a bad night. You know, it's just comforting. It's got the vegetables in it. Yes, it has a wonderful texture. And why is this a good job with texture? Because that's usually the problem with emergency foods, is it's just got that funky feel to it. That is not present in any of these meals.
And the soups are incredible.
3 different kinds of soups, a tomato basil, a chicken noodle, and a tortilla soup. And again, these are, you notice the theme here is that they're all kind of comfort-based foods, and that's great because we understand that if you're digging into your emergency food, you're probably not having a normal Wednesday night, and that's okay. So these are designed to keep you full, to keep you content, and also to keep some normalcy in your life, because as a mom, I love to be able to say, okay, the power's out. kind of annoying, probably gonna get a little sweaty here in the South, but guess what? We can sit down as a family, we can still have food, all I have to do is add water, things will be okay. We've seen the pictures of the empty store shelves, that doesn't make me feel okay. I want to know that I have what I need in my home. If I need to evacuate, I don't wanna fight everybody else. I can't take all that gas with me, I already have that stress to worry about. This is just one thing I don't have to worry about it. I've got my food, we'll be okay. I love the self-sufficiency that having the emergency food at my disposal gives me.
So I just ate this whole platter. Not a platter, it was
yes,
a plate.
you did. You licked that right down.
I ate everything off of it because it's really good. Really, they're incredibly delicious. You'll be very impressed with that, and people who've tried them in the past, that's what we hear from you. And these, by the way, they're customer picks. I mean, we do this annually. Right. Today, it's ironic that the timing is as it is because it's been planned for quite a while. And I do encourage you not to wait. I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity because it's really important to have a backup plan. I hope you never have to use it. I hope a disaster never comes your way, but we can't be guaranteed. That's one thing that we just can't control. Mother Nature gets a little mad every once in a while, and oh, that looks so good. I can't wait to try it. I encourage you to get it though, because with everybody on the phones, we've passed 13,500. We have 3,000 left for tonight. I mean, between now and midnight, that is all we have. We can't get more. Wise is providing food for a lot of people in very difficult situations already, and this is definitely something that we want to get to you, and we don't want you to have to wait 4 weeks down the road. We don't even want you to have to spend more money down the road. It's a significant savings today only.
Well, and money's a good point because of the situation Florida's in. I've made several trips to the grocery store for odds and ends over the past, 48 hours, and it really adds up quickly. Suddenly you're not getting a large volume of food. You're just substituting things here and there. But yet for 59 cents a serving, I can put an entire great tasting meal on the table for my family because of Wise. That to me is such a relief because gas gets more expensive. You have to buy batteries and they're expensive. I mean, there's those other things in life you have to take care of in any type of emergency situation. So to have food be reasonable and taken care of and there, it really just kind of gives you a chance to, focus on the other things, and this is one less thing to worry about.
Absolutely.
In fact, one of our disaster preparedness experts took a look at what it means to be able to have this ready to go. Let's take a listen.
Cool.
I mean, I don't have to add any other vegetables, any other seasonings. It's all in there. It's really easy.
That part of your life is not going to be in some kind of upheaval. It's pretty much what Mom would put on the table.
One of the coolest things about having an emergency plan is being able to check off how you're going to get your water and how you're going to get your food. Because those two staples, once you've kind of put those in the back of your mind, right, and you know that those are already taken care of, then it leaves you a lot more bandwidth to focus on what else might be happening.
Great point. There's so much to deal with in the event of an emergency.
It does, and it feels overwhelming. So this is the way to have the food just checked off for 25 years. We pointed out that it was a customer pick. That has always kind of amused me in some ways. In a good way, though, because, okay, we're selling emergency food so that we wouldn't really expect anybody to be, like, digging in and having lots of it. But you do, and I'm so glad you do, because now you know it tastes great. Don't take our word for it. Get it home. Try it. Make one. Make cheesy mac for the kids and don't tell them what it is. Because when you do tell them, I think your family will be so appreciative. It's almost like the ultimate gift of I have taken care of something for all of us.
Absolutely. And we're going to head off to the phones and say hi to Janice joining us in Washington. I'm so glad you called, Janice. Welcome to HSN tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Are you sending these off to people, or are they coming to you?
No, actually, I bought 2 for myself and my husband and for any adult kids who haven't gotten any food. So I think it's really important to be prepared. We all lived through Hurricane Iniki in the Hawaiian Islands back when Andrew hit Florida area here about 25 years ago. And I know how important it is to have food and water.
Food and water.
So I saw this and I thought, this is perfect. Just like you said, you don't have to be thinking about about food. That's important to have it.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's the last thing you need to be thinking about because there's so much else that's going on and decisions to be made and things to do. So I'm really glad you're stocking up and like you said, and having extra food for others that may
what a great
be in
gift
need.
to adult kids. I'm sure they totally appreciate that.
Yeah, because they just don't think that far forward.
I know. I sent mine to Tristan last year, and he's like, Mom, what did you just send me? And I explained it to him.
Trust me, that's what you say.
Exactly, exactly. So thank you, Janice.
Well, thank you very much for having this.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Our pleasure. Yeah, it's really...
Bye-bye.
Bye now. We've moved to another table. Tell us what you're making, because these all look so
all different entrees. Again, 152 servings with a lot of variety. So these are even more choices. We mentioned the soups, tortilla and chicken noodle. Cheesy mac is one of the staff favorites here because everybody's been digging into the food because it smells so good all day. So that is one I really enjoy. Pasta Alfredo, chicken pot pie.
Talk about comfort. Amazing right there.
It is absolutely wonderful. And then you can see the grains. Those are the breakfast entrees, because what's a better way to start the day than, just normal? Brown sugar maple, also the apple cinnamon, vanilla yogurt, also the ability to make vanilla pudding. And that is so fun because if you've never watched it happen, literally, like every single one of the Wise Foods, all you do is add water. And this tastes like I separated 10 eggs and stood over a saucepan and made a pudding. So when I stir this, it literally thickens before our eyes and is the most creamy, decadent thing ever.
Yum.
Because you know what? If I'm going to be stressed, I'm going to need a little dessert. I just got to tell you. And then, of course, the whey milk and the orange drinks as well. So it is a lot of variety. It is a lot of food. Look at that. Isn't that crazy?
Up already. Mary is on the phones next from Illinois, who's reordering. Is that right, Mary?
Well, I'm ordering today. I mean, I think I ordered last year, the year before.
Okay.
Because I don't use it. I don't really need it right now myself. I live in Chicago. We've been pretty lucky. We don't have any natural disasters up to now. But I send it overseas, and the guys just love it.
You send it where?
I send it overseas to Ukraine.
Oh, wow. That's a nice thought.
The soldiers out there, the volunteers.
Oh my gosh.
And they just love it.
I love people like you. That is so sweet and thoughtful.
And they stretch it out some more. Right now, they do get shipments of food, but now with winter coming, the shipments won't be coming as frequently. So they use this to stretch,
Stretch it.
What a nice idea.
Oh, Mary, thank you so much for giving the way you do to people who need it. Thank you.
Yeah. What I wish they didn't, what I also bought a lot that they loved was Joy Mangano's filters that you didn't need, the ones that you could take out in the field.
Yeah.
That you don't have to have electricity or batteries or anything.
Right. Oh, Mary, thank you so much. You've inspired me tonight, and I really appreciate you calling and getting more this year to give to others who need it. Thank you. What a wonderful thing.
And the concept of stretching your food in for any of us, I like too, because even when you're not in a natural disaster situation, there's just times where it is hard to feed your family, be it for economic reasons, that you can't get the paycheck to stretch, or maybe you're just having one of those weeks and the fridge is bare and the thought of going to the grocery store after a long day of work with a hungry family is too much. That's an emergency in itself. You can define them any way you need them. But the bottom line is, it doesn't matter why you need it. Once you have this, you have it. And you can use it because the variety is there, the flavors are there. You don't have to wait for a natural disaster. In fact, don't. We want you to try it because so you realize how great it tastes.
It's true, it really is. And I know with the clock on the screen, 14,000 spoken for, and a lot of you ordering right now. I know it's not going to make it through all the way till midnight tonight. There might be one more airing, and I really don't want you to miss out on this opportunity, because you're right. There's a lot of reasons why having this as a backup plan for food supply makes sense. Everybody should have at least one. Mine from last year, I got 140 servings, and I'm so excited because I have 140 servings to pack into my car tomorrow when I leave the state. But you're getting 152 this year. And by the way, there's free shipping. And
which is great.
We're not limiting quantities. That's the other thing. Like right now, if you go to the grocery stores in Florida, you're limited. A friend of mine got limited with, he could only get 20 gallons of gas.
Oh my gosh,
They're starting to cap the gas and the water and the food. We're trying to save a little bit of something for everybody. And I'm just saying right now is a great time, like Mary, to maybe pick up a couple extra for you or for others.
And you know, we offer so many things here that are so fun to both sell and buy and, you know, things that you just love to have. I look at this as something you need to have. You know, food is obviously not an option. It is a necessity. So to purchase something that makes so much sense and will keep giving and giving for up to 25 years, you don't have to feel like you're making an impulse buy and it's going to be over in an hour. You know, this solves a problem that all of us have, that all of us need to solve, and I love the fact that you can do it with a great value.
Absolutely. I know that there are proteins available and other things. First, the Today Special is 558-491, so please continue to place your orders because when it's gone, it's gone. We cannot do anything about getting additional quantities today. We do have proteins, which is the chicken and beef, with fruit offerings and vegetable offerings, additional choices if you'd like to pick them up under this item number 86125 in the proteins. Let's go through what you get here.
Okay, so the protein kit, it's kind of a way to stretch your pouches if you get the 152 servings. You know, you put protein in, it makes it a little more filling, it might feed more people, or you can use these standalone because it comes with rice, and then it comes with different types of chicken and different types of beef. So I have a lot of boys in my household, they eat a lot, so we mix in a little extra protein and then every meal goes a little farther because we want to stay full, certainly when we're, you know, watching how much food we actually have.
Fruit people love because
the
you
fruit's
can eat these even without hydrating.
Absolutely, that is a
apples and
throw in the backpack kind of thing for me.
And peaches, yeah, delicious.
Yep, yogurt pudding, strawberries, apples, peaches, and bananas, often one of our most popular items. Because think about the store shelves. Even when things get back to normal in any of these areas affected by problems, the produce and the meats, and that's the stuff that doesn't get back as quick.
Right, you're absolutely right.
It keeps the ability for you to have things we crave, fruits and vegetables, and our body needs them.
And we all need vegetables.
The vegetable kit includes broccoli, corn, peas, and beans. You can eat these dry. In fact, a lot of our hikers and campers and hunters put them in their backpacks because it's a great burst of carbohydrate energy. But you can also add water, and they come with sauces to reconstitute them and kind of use them as a side dish. So that kind of goes back to the normalcy of life.
It does.
It makes things in your home be just as they always would, no matter what's happening outside of your home.
So that item number, you can do just the fruit, just the protein, just the vegetables. You can get them all three. You add that to your order, and everything will be delivered within 48 hours. Like that's
shipped
another
within 48 hours.
So pretty incredible. And I really personally want to say thank you to Wise, that incredible food company that makes this available, and especially for us at HSN today to be able to say we can get this off to you in a couple of days versus 4 weeks.
Right, and we really hope it can make a difference for a lot of people right now. So
I know, there's so much going on. We wish all of you well, and we certainly hope that when you do have time with your family like this, even if it's a very stressful kind of situation, like these upcoming days, that at least you can feel good about knowing you've got food to put on the table.
That's right. Keeps your family safe, keeps your family fed, and a great choice that's going to be with you for 25 years.
So 86125 is the item number to get any of the additional supplemental choices. And by the way, they're also at a special price. So how many servings would you say you get in each of the extras?
Well, you're looking at what will come to you.
Okay.
So that's the different amount of pouches and the different amount of flavors, which I like. So, you know, it depends how you use them. If you use it as a side dish, if you use it for snacking.
True.
So I like the fact that we hear from so many people that they appreciate that these are lightweight and easy to carry. You know, so you can put them in your backpack. You can put them in, you know, if I'm going hiking or anything like that, you know, you start to think about places you might want to keep food. Like you, I grew up north, so snowstorms and sliding off the road was always a big deal.
Yes.
You put some pouches of any of these foods in your car, and then you have them. You know, I store mine under the bed because that's just a good storage place in my house, but I like to have them kind of sprinkled around in backpacks, in cars. You know, you have to be smart, and you start to think about all the things that we probably should all be a little smarter about.
It's so true.
And Wise makes it easier, and I think that's something I really appreciate about them.
The state-of-the-art packaging that we referenced earlier in the presentation is so true in that you guys don't have to worry about these going bad. Like, they're 25-year shelf life on all of the meals in our Today Special, as well as all the supplementals that we're offering right now with the fruits, the vegetables, the proteins. It's really impressive. Their factory is incredible. They have perfected how to dehydrate and create the gourmet recipes with flavor.
Yeah, it's the combination that makes Wise so unique. You know, the packaging is state of the art and theirs, but to have it taste good on top of it, that's a little trickier.
Exactly. They have chefs in-house that do this for us. And so I want to say a big thank you to all of you who have placed your orders, who are making that plan and having that plan ready to, you know, to go. That's, I think, one of the most important things is hopefully, you know, a hurricane's not coming your way, or a blizzard won't happen this winter, but you never know. And if it does, be ready.
You're good. You know, it is a way to have priceless peace of mind. There's not a lot of things we can control in this world, but to know that your family is going to be taken care of and have one of their basic needs met, it's a huge sigh of relief, and I know your family will appreciate it as well.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Great to be here.
And thank the people at Wise for me.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate what they've done for us. 86125 to get the extras. Do want to let you know, in addition, oh gosh, we had so many great things in these 2 hours. We didn't get to talk about the 911 Help Now emergency communicator pendant, but it's such a wonderful piece, and it's a $50 savings right now on that, free shipping as well. Whether it's you or a mom, a dad, and somebody elderly in your home, somebody with any kind of medical conditions, your children. I mean, seriously, this is something, it's a really great thing to have, and you've got access to calling 911 and get help immediately. Could be just that middle of the night, somebody's at my front door, I don't know who's here, and I don't have my cell phone, or it's dead. You're one touch away from 911 help. We also offer the Bell & Howell pop-up tack lanterns. This is a lantern / spotlight style flashlight with amazing illumination at $29.95, and you're getting 2. That was very popular last hour. I'm welcoming you to continue ordering. 553258. You've got black, copper, silver, or red as the options, and again, you get 2, and they come individually packaged. So I know a lot of people are doing a little bit of pre-holiday shopping today, but in either case, great for campers, great for emergency kits, and that was another great offer that we had. As we try to help you get prepared, I want to say my heart is sending prayers to all people who are involved and dealing with something that's very difficult time right now in this country. So God bless you all. I'll see you again back here on the other side of the hurricane, but my friend